Distinguished delegates, it's now my pleasure to invite Hon.Charles Hinga, Principal Secretary of the State Department for Housing and Urban Development and Head of the Delegation of the Republic of Kenya, representing our host country, Kenya. Honorable Principal Secretary, you have the floor.
The President of the United Nations Habitat Assembly, Ms. Martha Delgado, Chair of the Bureau of the Executive Board, Your Excellency Jacek Bazariski, Director General of the United Nations Office in Nairobi, Ms. Zainab Hawa Bangura, the Executive Director of the UN Habitat, Ms. Maimuna Mod Sharif, Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I'm delighted to join you here this morning for the second session of the Executive Board of the UN Habitat for 2021. On behalf of the Government of Kenya, host of UN Habitat and the United Nations Offices Nairobi Union, I welcome you, distinguished delegates, to enjoy our hospitality and wish you fruitful deliberations. I also take this opportunity to congratulate the Chair of the Bureau of the Executive Board, Ambassador Bazariski, and his team on their election for the period of 2021-2022. I'm confident that they will steer the board in the right direction and assure you of my delegation's support. I also appreciate Ms. Maimuna Mod Sharif and the Secretariat, the ad hoc committees, and the Bureau for the excellent preparation put in place for this meeting. Ladies and gentlemen, we're aware of the fact that the world is urbanizing rapidly, with over 50% of the world's population currently living in urban areas. Urbanization poses both opportunities and challenges, and has resulted in socio-economic transformation of towns and cities, and where left unchecked has contributed to increased poverty, inequalities, and squalor. Many countries are grappling with the negative effects posed by urbanization, which have been further exacerbated by the effects of climate change and the COVID-19 pandemic. This brings to the fore the important role and relevance of UN Habitat in promoting sustainable cities and human settlements in a rapidly urbanizing world in this 21st century, commonly referred to as the first urban century. Excellencies, distinguished delegates, at the core of the discussion today is a need for an organization that, in line with its core mandate, is well-funded, has reliable and predictable funding to enable UN Habitat achieve its mandate. We are convinced that a revitalized, reinvigorated UN Habitat will execute its mandate more effectively and enable the agency to support member states in harnessing the positive gains of urbanization. We urge all member states to honor their commitments by providing the much needed financial resources, especially in non-earmarked contributions, which are vital for the normative work. My delegation is encouraged by the resource mobilization strategy adopted by the Secretariat, and we are confident that the various innovative measures will attract more funding and thereafter accelerate the achievement of the UN Habitat work program and strategic objectives. We also take note of the progress made by UN Habitat and its governing bodies towards the implementation of the decision of the UN Habitat Assembly, and particularly on programmatic, budget, and administrative matters, mainstreaming the UN reforms, systems, resource mobilization, integration and normative and operational activities, and the proactive role demonstrated towards COVID-19 response, among others. To this end, we call upon UN Habitat to consider scaling up country operations as part of the COVID-19 social recovery phase. Ladies and gentlemen, The government of Kenya is committed to the implementation of the new urban agenda and attaining sustainable development, as is clearly articulated in our urban development policy and legal framework. To this end, the national government, with the support of the World Bank, has been providing support for the development of urban areas, cities, municipalities, and informal settlements through various programs, namely the Kenya Urban Support Program, the Kenya Informal Settlement Improvement Program, and the Nairobi Metropolitan Services Improvement Program, amongst others, in support of the urban agenda. We appreciate the training provided to us by the UN Habitat, which enabled Kenya to submit the national report on the new urban agenda. We look forward to the forthcoming higher-level meeting on the implementation of the new urban agenda, scheduled for April 2022, which aims at revitalizing the implementation of the new urban agenda, and urge UN Habitat to provide technical support to member states to convene preparatory meetings to fully take stock of the progress and solutions needed. Lastly, I am proud to inform you that Kenya will be hosting the Afri-Cities in Kisumu County in May of 2022 with the theme, Role of Intermediary Cities in Africa in the Implementation of the United Nations Agenda 2030 and Africa Union Agenda 2063, and look to your invaluable support. Finally, allow me to assure you of Kenya's commitment in supporting the UN Habitat. I wish you all fruitful deliberations. Thank you.